Hello traders and welcome to the market opening preview on a Wednesday, August 12th, 2015. I almost forgot what day it was. Traders coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. Absolutely beautiful outside, nice blue skies, white sandy beaches, water as flat as it can be. Absolutely looking beautiful. Nice blue water today. Really, really nice. Traders, this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Please visit our site at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. Traders, a lot to talk about today. Had the big bomb blow up while I was making this presentation. We'll get to that in just a minute. However, let me introduce myself to you for those of you who do not know who I am. My name is William Gilday. I'm your moderator for the Market Opening Preview Series every single trading day before the London Open. Traders, just so you know, 99.9% of the time, I do record this during the Asia session. This way it gets to YouTube early and you can see it before the London Open. Traders, I started trading in 2006. 2008, I retired from a wonderful 27-year career as a firefighter paramedic out of the great state of Florida. Traders, 9 days later, came to Thailand for a 3-month holiday. Well, it's 8 years later, and traders, I'm still in Asia, loving living in Thailand. It's absolutely wonderful, and if you trade Forex, this is the place to be. The time zone is just really great. Don't have to deal with the daylight savings time issues, none of that stuff. We don't change time. The time is the time is the time. I do trade every day in the Forex markets, and I'm always listening to fundamentals. I'm looking for opportunities and probabilities, so trades will work out on my side where I can get profitable. And yes, traders, I do lose trades. Anybody ever tells you they don't lose trades, run quickly. Run, run, run. Get away, get away. You're going to lose trades. That's just part of the thing. But good money management skills, having a good plan will prevent you from ever getting a margin call or busting your account. Just have to use a little bit of common sense. It's not that difficult. I can say that now, but years ago I was pretty stupid, dumb, but I never got a margin call in my career. I'm proud to say that. Never had a margin call. All right, let's get moving. Let's get the legal stuff out of the way. This is our risk disclaimer. Forex trading has a large potential reward, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Traders, don't trade with money you cannot afford to lose. That is so important. If you're using your grocery money or your mortgage money, that is just not the right thing to do. Get on a demo account, save up until you can open a live account, and then I'd still stay on a demo account so you can double that and then get in. I don't think you should be trading unless you have at least $5,000 in your trading account, and you can trade mini lots or micro lots. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, let's get on over here to news and commentary. Got quite a lot going on today, to be honest with you. It's quite a busy day, quite a crazy Asia session so far. We're not even done with it. If we take a look at the calendar today, the Aussie had Westpac consumer sentiment came out at 7.8, no previous forecast. China had industrial production, which will come out in about 4 hours, so we have that to look forward to. And in the European session, we have the pound has average earnings index and also climate count change. That will move the markets for sure. So keep a close eye on that, and that's 90 minutes into the European session. U.S. session looks very quiet today. I don't see anything other than we have some FOMC member Dudley speaks, and the Royal Bank of Australia Deputy Governor Lowe speaks. So that's about it as far as that goes. But that is not the big news of the day. Let's take a look at the indices. The US 30 closed at negative 1.21%. The S&P 500 closed negative 0.96%. The NASDAQ closed negative 1.27%. The small cap 2000 closed negative 0.57%. All right, let's go over to London on the Eurozone. The DAX closed negative 2.68%. The FTSE closed negative 1.06%. And the CAC 40 closed negative 1.8 and the Euro Stoxx 50 closed negative 1.90%. Let's head on over Asia, where I'm at, and remember that these current countries are currently trading at the moment. The Nikkei 225 is negative 1.01%. The S&P ASX 200 out of Australia is negative 0.57%. The Shanghai is negative 0.57%. The Hang Seng is negative 1.11%. And the Kospi is also in the red at negative 1.25%. All red across the board. Just not very well. Well, so I was preparing my video today, and I'm doing my research and doing my slides and taking photos and doing my analysis, and all of a sudden I'm listening to Trade the News, which is my news feed, and out comes China. What do? They lower the yuan again for the second day in a row, 2%. Then I heard it was 1.6%. So between 1.6 and 2%, they lowered their currency again today. Now, they said this is the last time they're going to do it. Do we believe them? No. Don't believe anything they say. Which absolutely drove me crazy because I did a lot of work, and basically it's thrown the charts totally off. So I will show you charts that are before this data came out, and I will tell you which and what happened after that, because what you're going to see is not what has actually happened now, what your chart should look like now. Commentary for today is, today and tomorrow is, pretty big data coming out of the London session, and tomorrow the biggest number coming out of the U.S. is going to be retail sales. That is going to be probably the biggest figure they're looking at for this week. So we have to take a look at that. And, it's going to be an eventful day. It's not going to be boring, that's for sure. Now we need all these pullbacks and, these prices to get back into line with each other and see what's going on. So let's get moving over to some 30-minute charts. This drives me a little bit crazy when they blow out these things. No, I don't think anybody expected China to do this 2 days in a row. I really didn't think that was what they would. I think this was a total surprise to the market. I don't know exactly what they were saying because I was really busy, but already the IMF has already made a statement. I mean, that's how quick this just hit the markets, and it's going on 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at the moment. So, it's like really kind of crazy. All right, so let's get started with some 30-minute charts, meaning each candle on this chart is 30 minutes in duration. Here is the euro dollar. Now, on this euro dollar, what you have here now is a blue candle, but it's not that big, but it is a blue candle. So we need this to pull back. We want to bounce off this daily pivot about 1035, and we'll take this to the upside to 1081. Folks, this is bullish. I mean, what are we going to do? We have to trade what's in front of us. So we're going to take this. If this drops below the daily pivot, I'm not against selling it because my bias totally is that this is bearish. This is up against very strong resistance on a daily chart, and I think this is going to come back down. And, yesterday was like so weird in trading because what happened was the dollar got very weak. And when the dollar got weak, it really threw everything off. So this is going to be pretty interesting to see how this works out as we move forward, in our trading day. Actually, I made some pips yesterday on the Aussie dollar on the downside. It had some data come out. It went all the way up, and on on the pullback, I made some pips. So at least I made something because I haven't put on very many live trades in the last 2 weeks between the Greece situation and this China situation. I had not really aggressively hitting the trigger, and that doesn't pay the bills when you don't trade. So hopefully we'll do a little bit better today and get some more opportunities for all of us, me and you. And that's why we do this video every day. Let's take a look at the pound dollar. The pound dollar really didn't react to this China data, so this is pretty much where we're at with the pound. Just looking for the bounce off this daily pivot, and if you see a bullish candlestick formation, take it. Now, the reason I did not take profit at the daily R1 pivot or resistance line is there's just not enough pips. It's only like 21 or 23 pips to that point. We need to get to the daily R2, which would make us some really good profits. Will we get a bump at that resistance level? Of course. But at least you'll be 20 pips in profit. You'd be break even plus 5 or 7. And, you know, if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, who cares? At least you make 20 pips. But, you know, I'd love for this to go to R2. So we'll see how that works out. All right, let's take a look at the Aussie. Well, the Aussie does not look like this now if you went to your charts. The Aussie is down at our take profit level. This China data came out, and this just dumped right all the way down to 72.87, and now is starting to pull back. The Aussie is on a multi-year low from this data today. So, you know, I hate to put charts that are not adequate, but this is really not what the Aussie looks like. There's a big red candle. If you take a look at the Aussie chart, even when you get this, and you should have this within, you know, by 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that'll be 10 a.m. Thailand time. So yeah, so you should have this up by then. Plenty of hours before the London Open, so you can adjust, and hopefully we get a pullback and we can just sell this thing. Really don't want to buy the Aussie. Really do not want to buy the Aussie because, like yesterday, you know, the dollar got weak in the middle of the day, and then the dollar got strong into London lunch. So we'll see what happened. And I did not trade New York yesterday. I had a meeting during the New York session yesterday, so I totally missed the New York session yesterday. All right, let's take a look at the Euro Aussie. This is what happened. That data came out, and there you go. There's that big blue candle. Okay, and away she went. So the trade plan really isn't changing. We need a pullback. Is it going to come all the way back to the daily pivot? Traders, I don't know. I know it has pulled back since this level. It's probably down here somewhere by now. So you're just going to have to reevaluate this. I wouldn't touch this till the London Open, this Euro Aussie. You just got to see what it wants to do. You know, this thing just might want to drop. So, you know, I would just really keep an eye at this. And once you get to that 5,100 psychological level, you know that there's people that have orders there. Whether they're long or they're short, it doesn't make difference. There's a lot of traders that have pending orders sitting there. Now, I'm not against you counter-trend trading back down to the 5,100 level. That's 67 pips. So there's nothing wrong with counter-trend trading this back down. Just be careful of that 5,100 price level because you are going to have pending orders there. Whether it's long or short, there are going to be orders there. So we'll see what happens. But welcome to Forex and Spontaneous News. And, you know, it drives me crazy when I hear people say, oh, news doesn't make a difference in trading. Fundamentals, you can trade without fundamentals. Well, if you have 300 pip stop losses, I guess that's true. But, you know, this was pretty close to 100 pip, 80 pip move on one piece of data that was totally unexpected. So I don't believe anybody that tells me you don't need fundamentals in trading Forex. If you would have said that to me 5 years ago or 4 years ago, I'd probably agree with you. All right, this is our Euro-Yen. Really was not affected by this data. It really didn't react very much. This is where we're at. We just want this to pull back down to the 618 at the 137.78 level. And we'll take this up to 138.27 for profit. Right now, we're in the middle of this range, right? So there's absolutely nothing to do here. Absolutely nothing you can do here. This is just wait and see. And that's about it. So there's no move here on the Euro Yen. We're just going to have to sit and wait and see what it wants to do. And there's no more data coming out in the Asia session, so I would expect this to stay sideways until the European Open, and then we'll see how some of these markets react, like Europe reacts to this data that came out in Asia, because it's the middle. Sorry, there was a bird that was going to come in my window. So yeah, so you just have to watch what's going to happen there. So we'll see what's going on with that. All right. This is an example of what I was talking about. There was that big red candle, right? This was the China data. This comes out, bang, boom, thank you very much. You know, just totally blows my trade plan. So we need a pullback. Where's our pullback going to come to? I don't know. If we come up to the was a support line, which is now is a resistance line, I would short from there. But I don't know what this is going to do. This can just continue to the downside. We have no idea what this is going to do. So just be real careful with the New Zealand dollar. Listen, I'm bearish in this pair. You know, it's a shame I wasn't in this trade, you know, already. But it's early in the morning for me in Thailand, and you know, I don't even have my live charts up and running yet. You know, so you know, I got work to do. You know, I got a video to make. I got a newsletter to do. I've got blogs to post. You know, so you know, I've got work to do before I get my live charts up. But yeah, you know, this is the fun part about trading Forex. So hopefully this just doesn't continue to the downside and it pulls back and gives us an opportunity to get in this. Do not chase price, folks. You know, I was listening to somebody yesterday and, you know, they had such a very valid point. And they said during these summer months, you know, we have about, you know, 4 weeks left of this absolute slowness, and just do not chase price. The summertime is not time to chase price. Do not chase this big red candle and just short this. You know, wait for the proper entry. You know, that's the best advice I can give you. All right, that wraps up our 6 currency pairs. On behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL Excellence in Trading, I want to thank you for joining me on a Wednesday, July 12th, 2015. I don't know why I cannot remember that today's Wednesday. That's pretty fun. Traders, have a great trading day, and always remember to trade smart and not hard. Till next time, traders, have a great day. I will catch you then. Take care now. Bye-bye.